Well, hello, and welcome back to the Tao Manifested Tarot. Glad to have you here. This is the tarot reading that is focused exclusively and entirely upon your ability to manifest. We want to make it better, sharper, clearer, more successful for you. We keep it very, very direct, very simple. All you're going to see on the screen is this layout of cards. And I've cut the number of cards down because very often as I take a look at other tarot readers, they love to put out a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen, sometimes even more than that, cards, thinking more is better. No, more is more confusing, especially when you're trying to manifest. I want you to focus. I want to minimize the distractions. We are distracted enough as it is. Everybody is pushing stuff at you all of the time on the internet, on media of all sorts. They're selling stuff, they're promoting stuff. You are just bombarded. We are the most propagandized people in the world. So the idea here is to shrink it. 5 cards focused on your manifesting, minimal amount of distraction. So let's begin. We got the 5 cards. In the middle is where we begin with the Oracle card, Deep Knowing. Fascinating. The number up on the right-hand side is 43. That's 7. 7 has, kind of an analytical, kind of a spiritual quality. Usually what it means is contacting forces beneath the obvious. Okay? It's not a superficial thing at all. There is some depth to it. So, okay, the card is Deep Knowing. Now, here's the deal. If you know it, are you even aware that you know it? And if you know it and you're aware you know it, are you paying attention to it? Let's get into the reading. All the way to the left, we got the Tower card. Tower card is one of those cards that scares people. There really is no reason for that to happen. Yes, the Tower talks about destruction, but really what it talks about is sudden change, upheaval. And as human beings, we love constancy. We want routine in our life. Even the people that go, well, I'm kind of wild and crazy and I just do whatever I want to do. That is their routine. And you change the routine on any human being and it's uncomfortable. So, deep knowing. This gives me a clue that you are not in touch with your deep knowing one way or the other. Maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe you don't even know what it is. But the Tower, along with the destruction, is a wake-up call. And if you are aware of that energy, you can help ride the storm a little better, more effectively, more constructively. And you do that with the next card, the Ace of Wands. Wands are positivity, enthusiasm, creativity, and energy. You do not see Wands energy halfway. It's all or nothing. It's the way it works. That's the beauty, that's the magic of the Wands. And so what this is telling me is, whether you're not aware of the deep knowing, there is something on a deep basis that you're aware of that is profound in terms of how it impacts your life. Could be something very personal, could be something more global, something going on in society, but you're very, very, very much aware of it, and to this point have done nothing. Probably been afraid of it, frankly. But the Wands say go for it with gusto. Welcome the opportunity, because this is a wake-up call. It's going to rattle your false sense of security. That's the tough part. That's the tough part, because you've lied to yourself, like we all do, and kind of come to terms with the devil, so to speak, and go, oh, well, this is really okay. It's tolerable. It's not at all. And the direction is very negative. And the direction leaves you powerless. So get in touch with that deep knowing. Once you become aware of it, if you're not already, then start to activate it. That's the key. Next card over. Death card. Fascinating. The death again talks about transformation, talks about endings and beginnings. Something has to end for something else to begin. So, there's a transition that's going on here, and I would even say a shedding. So when you have, in 5 cards only, the Tower card and the Death card, there is something you have to let go of. You know what it is. You are absolutely clear. And if you're not, you're about to be clear, because that Ace of Wands is going to make it obvious to you. Again, we're talking about a wake-up call, or we're talking about tapping into that deep, probably insecurity, frankly. But I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up what I got now. I don't want to give up. It's terrible, but at least I know what I got. It could get even worse. The odds are, if you embrace the Ace of Wands energy, if you're open to the transition, if you are open to really letting something go that needs to be released, shed it, get rid of it, you could be transitioning to a much better time. A little frightening, because you're not altogether sure. You're not comfortable with it yet. But you are. The last card in the reading on the right-hand side, 3 of Swords. Your heart's been broken. Your spirit's been broken. You know that where you are, you cannot stay. The question is, okay, so I give it up. What am I going to? Is it going to be better? Well, if you use the Ace of Wands energy, the enthusiasm, the optimism, the openness, and pay attention to the Tower moment, pay attention to the Death energy, something has to leave. You know what that is. Absolutely clear. That's the deep knowing. The best thing to do, let go. Step forward with positivity, with expectation, with belief. I know this is a big mountain in front of you, all of us. The future is always a very scary place, because we don't know. But the future is where we're headed. So embrace your future with positivity, enthusiasm, joy, belief, gratitude. Those are the tools that you need. Feel the force. Don't resist it. That's the reading for today. Back tomorrow again with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Hope you're here with me. Doing a brand new one every day, 365. But between now and the next time you and I have a chance to do tarot together, peace and blessings.